Hello, everybody, and welcome to the George Michael Singers podcast. Thank you for listening. Hope you're enjoying the stories. Please don't forget to subscribe.
Hello, Phil.
Hello, lovelies.
Hello.
Welcome to another episode of Conversations with the George Michael Singers.
Woo, nice to be invited.
It's a nice short title, we thought.
Yeah, easy to remember.
It looks very windy where you are, Phil.
It is quite windy today in Rome,
Oh, Rome. Oh, lovely.
where I live.
I think everybody knows Phil who's listening to Conversations with the George Michael Singers. But if you don't know Phil, tell us how you got into the music industry, and did you come from a musical family or did you just kind of fall into it another way?
No, I grew up in it, basically. The Kinks were, I was in the family with the Kinks, my two uncles.
No way.
Oh, wow. Ray and Dave Davies, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Didn't you?
No, Linda knew them.
Wow. And when I was about 5 or 6, they were starting to do gigs around London, and I watched it happen. And it was an exciting time, wasn't it?
Wasn't it? I mean, I was very young.
I'm talking about 64.
Yeah.
I think they had their first number one.
Yeah.
And I was 10, no, 12. I was 12 years old. And I was already playing the guitar, and it was kind of a family tradition to play an instrument. Everyone played something in my family. My gran played the piano. Granddad played the banjo. You know, they were an East End London family, you know. Like
Yeah. Yeah. I remember your mum well. We had a good old sing-song. I think it was your birthday, and I can't remember where we were, but we had a party in someone's room, and me and your mum ended up singing all old East End songs together.
She loved you, my mum. My mum was very fond of
she
you.
was lovely. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that was good times. Good times.
Yeah.
So have you got brothers and sisters, Phil?
I've got a sister who's still around, yeah. She's Irene. She's just going through a bit of a tough time with her old man who's got dementia and has gone into a home, but
oh no.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Shit happens to it.
It's sad, isn't it? I went to a benefit show, A Night for Neil, the other night.
Yeah, you went to it.
Yeah, I went to it. It was incredible. It was so amazing what they did. Because he obviously music, he still can play the guitar. He's got dementia, and can still play the guitar. So this lady comes to the home and plays guitar with him, and so they were playing. I can't remember what song they were playing, and then they had it up on the big screen, and then the band that was on the stage started playing with him. It was just like, it was just. But it's like it's sad, isn't it? Dementia's just such a terrible illness, but it's incredible how music it still reaches.
Acts as a therapy,
even when you're that ill, it's they say music, children, and animals are the three things that really connect anyone that's got dementia. So
yeah.
So sad to hear that. Is your sister play musical instruments?
No, she wasn't musical at all. No.
Oh, okay.
Neither of my kids, strangely. They both didn't get interested in it at all.
Sensible.
You put them off. They saw your life and thought, no thanks.
They probably associated with music with me not being there.
Oh,
that's true, though.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I remember because your son used to come out as well when we were doing 25 Live.
He did, yeah. Oliver, that was. He's now 41.
No way.
And he's a school teacher, yeah. And
wow.
Charlie's a doctor.
Wow. We did have some fun on that 25 Live tour.
Yeah,
I have to say.
Phil, how did you meet George then? Where did it all start, and how did you get connected with George? And
it was during Listen Without Prejudice.
Okay.
Because what's his name? Chris Porter was producing that along with George. They were co-producing it, and I'd already worked on a few projects with Chris Porter, so we were quite good chums by that point, and it was quite slow to start with. I mean, I just used to turn up and would strum a few chords, and they would edit it and put it together, and then I'd come back and play it again, and it was a very gradual process. But some great tunes happened on that record, and I was initially it was just me and a drum machine, and George and Chris Porter. There's someone else there.
And did he play you or sing you what he wanted you to play? Was he quite specific, or?
No, he would get me to try some things out, and strumming patterns. He was very keen on certain types of strumming patterns, which were often quite challenging. Basically chords, and he would have a rough melody, and I would try and put the chords to his melody.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And there was a song called "Heal the Pain," right?
Yeah, I love that.
That's one of my favorite tracks. That's a really cool track.
And he did. It wasn't finished. He had the verse, and he said, "I need another bit." He said, "Can you come up with a few chords for the other bit?" And so we did that together. But he never gave me a writing credit.
I was going to ask you that. Wow.
Cheeky monkey.
I know he was.
Was that down at Psalm?
It was at Psalm. Yeah, was it Psalm? Or was it? Might have been Metropolis.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Metropolis, really?
Yeah.
I think we did. Did you play on Freedom 90?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that was. I'm pretty sure we did that in Psalm, or maybe it was Metropolis.
I can't remember. Honestly, yeah, it was probably Psalm.
Yeah, Jay, you had a question, and then we kind of.
I was going to say that album was one of my favorite albums. I mean, it's one of my favorite albums to this day. To be fair, it's got some great songs on it. It's a shame that it didn't do as well as it could have done. Obviously George was going through some legal situations at that time, but I thought that was really just an amazing album. It actually reminded me. Sorry.
I thought that was quite. I didn't realise that didn't do so well. That album, Listen Without Prejudice. I thought that did.
I thought it did extremely well.
No, it did well, but he was going for that legal thing at that time. It would have done a lot better, because that's why he didn't do a lot of the songs when he was actually going out on tour.
Right. And he didn't have his face on the cover. Yeah.
Yeah. That album would have been much bigger than it was.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to add Heal the Pain to our
I love that track.
Our show. But then we'll have to have Phil come and play it now. He's too busy with his own band.
No, I'm all right. Just give me a call anytime. I'd love to come.
All right, Phil, what are you doing tomorrow?
We've got that on recording now. Legally binding.
I'm disappointed you never called me for the last lot of stuff you did, but it's okay. No,
you know what? Purely because we were all like, Phil's never going to be able to do it because he's on tour with his own band, which is the
Direct Legacy.
Wow.
Yeah, and you guys are like our inspiration for where we want to go.
I'll tell you what, it went mad. We really didn't expect it to, but it's let's see, we did 78 shows last year, and we got the same amount probably this year.
Wow.
And they're big shows too. They're not.
We've seen them.
It's not a tribute band. It's not like a tribute band.
No.
Because we got Danny and we got Steve and we got Alan Clark in the original band, and it's taken off. We're going back to Brazil in a couple of weeks, and we're big down there. It's a nice place to be.
Oh, we'd love to do that. We'd love to do. We haven't been to. Well, I haven't been to Brazil since we did the Rock in Rio. Yeah, the cover to cover tour. So what was the first tour that you went out with George? Was it 25 Live?
I think it was, yeah, because back when the first tour that George did was like in the early 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't do that one because I was working with Eric.
Right.
Okay.
Eric Clapton, and then Dire Straits. So yeah, I couldn't do that one.
Yeah, well, George never went on tour, did he? I was waiting and waiting and waiting and he just didn't tour, and then he kept touring.
Yeah,
He did, you know, for an artist that big, he
He's
didn't
done very few tours.
tour a
Yeah.
lot, really. I mean, when you think about it, it's only 4 really big tours, which isn't a lot through his, you know, the span of his career.
that's true.
Yeah, we spoke to Henry Hay last week. I told you he sends his love to you,
I
and
love it.
we were talking about the Symphonica and like, how did you find working with, you know, Henry and that band, and then bringing in, you know, because there was another guitarist, wasn't there, Ben Butler?
Ben
Was it?
Butler, yeah, it was a great guitar player. I owe him a lot because I was completely out of my depth in that. You know,
You didn't sound it, man.
Well,
Wow.
I'm a rock and roll player. You know, I don't
Yeah.
play jazz. I don't do jazz. I never did.
Yeah,
And you know, some of those arrangements were very challenging.
really.
Yeah, and so I relied on Ben a lot. Ben's been to Berkeley and he'd done the whole proper jazz thing. You know, lovely guy and very gentle. And I got a lot of advice from him. He's basically, because there's so much harmonically going on with arrangements like that, you have to avoid stepping on anything. So the key to it is to try to play the simplest versions of chords that you can.
Sure.
Obviously following the chord parts, but
Yeah.
if you get too flowery with it, you're in trouble because you step on something else, you know.
Yeah. And have you ever worked with like an orchestra before, or was that the first time?
No, I did a lot of orchestra stuff with Eric. In fact, we did
Oh yeah.
Albert Hall shows with a full orchestra, and then I went on tour with Roger Daltrey and did a bunch of orchestra stuff,
Right.
which was really nice.
Was it, Phil? Was it for the fact that George was doing a lot of covers and not his own songs? That's why it was more jazzier in a, you know, in that vein. Was it more that
I
thing that made
mean,
it more
yeah.
challenging?
To this day, I don't really know why I was asked to do that tour.
Well, the day.
You know,
We've done
it
4
was,
songs.
yeah, but it was you know, a deep end job for me. I was out of my depth really, but managed to bluff my way through it.
Well, that's so like surprising to hear, because
That's
that
very
you
surprising.
didn't. Well, one, you didn't seem like that at all, but you just, you know, I don't know. Phil Palmer can do anything, so we wouldn't,
Yeah,
you know, we wouldn't think you couldn't.
I,
But
I,
we were a bit like, what are we doing on this tour? Because we literally sat through, you know, well, I think
We was like an audience.
most of the first set, and we did like, I think maybe
We've
2
done
songs
4
in the
or 5
second set.
songs.
Yeah, and then we just ended up basically doing that the medley that we did at the end.
oh yeah,
And I think that's why he I think that's why he had us do, you know, we used to do that little warm-up thing.
oh yeah.
I think he kind of thing just gave us a little feature because he thought, oh, bless them, they're sat there all night doing nothing.
Well, that just goes to show you
Well,
George's loyalty.
yeah, no, that's true. I think there was that. I think he needed a friendly face around as well.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah,
a
that's
familiar
so
face,
George.
rather. Familiar face, because in a way, George was challenged by the thing as well. You know.
Yeah, for sure, he was. But I mean, I think he also kind of liked it. That, you
Yeah.
know, I think he liked the challenge of it. But it was, he thought he thought he was challenging himself vocally. I mean, I guess he was, but I mean, his own songs, I think, are quite difficult to sing anyway. They sound easy, but they're not.
Yeah.
That's true. True. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he worked hard on that, George. You know, he's really studied. I mean, we did, well, you know, we did a lot of rehearsal for that.
A lot.
It was like
Well, but everything we did with him was always a long rehearsal.
Yeah.
We studied. It was about was it 6 weeks we did?
6. It was always long, yeah.
Ridiculous.
But I guess this one, I don't know if that was even longer, because obviously we had band and then it was orchestra, and then he wasn't there all the time, and he was recording, I think, a bit as well. Or they were recording bits.
We did, I think, a month at Air Studios
Yeah.
before we
Yeah.
even got into rehearsals.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, he likes to be prepared. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, he definitely was. But I think that helped me a lot as well, because I was a bit scared at first, but after a few days of rehearsals with that great band, I mean, they were lovely players.
Oh, they were.
Mark, the
Good, yeah.
drummer, and
Yeah.
David Fink.
Think as
Yeah.
well. Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
love
yeah.
David Fink.
Yeah, the bass. Yeah, I was saying he taught me how to play different corner.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Well, it's only like 2 things, but anyway, I did it.
Dum, dum, dum.
I don't remember it now, but
Favourite song?
I think I could probably play that as well.
oh, shut up.
You guys must have some funny stories. There must be something that
You know
stands
what?
out.
We on 25 Live, we did. I really enjoyed the American leg when we were on the bus and the journeys on the bus. I actually really enjoyed driving through the States. It was actually the first time I'd done it.
Were you all together? Was it
Yeah, of course we were.
all the band? Yeah.
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 George used to fly, and then
Yeah.
we'd be on the bus. But I really enjoyed it. But I'd never done a tour. I guess you have, Phil, if you've been with Eric.
Yeah, a few bus tours. Well, not so many bus tours, but yeah, I enjoyed it as well. I mean, seeing, America down and dirty like that is amazing. Stopping at little truck stop in the middle of the
Stop.
It's great. Yeah.
I so want to do that. I haven't done a tour of America. Never toured America.
Yeah, Joe never got to do the tours with George. Obviously, she just was MTV. I didn't know you didn't do on MTV Unplugged, did you?
You did.
What's that?
Me?
You did.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
didn't you?
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Yes,
I
that
did.
was Joe's first thing.
Was it? Ah,
My first
Berlin-
ever live
Berlin?
show. Ever. Anything live. That's the first live thing I ever did. But I'd rehearsed at home 6 weeks before I did the 6-week rehearsal, so I knew every single harmony. I just came so prepared.
yeah.
Yeah, I
It was
was
the
such
only
a little
way with
baby.
George, really.
Mm?
Yeah.
It was the only way, really, with George. I think you had to be prepared.
Yeah.
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 Didn't
I
want to
love
mess up.
studio sessions with him though, because he's just the calls that you get in the afternoon to just come in, and then sometimes you go and you just wouldn't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just stay there for the whole day, and then you're like, oh, okay, and then he'd come out in a puff of smoke and go, oh, John, not going to do anything today.
I'm just popping home to watch Coronation Street. Remember that?
EastEnders.
He loved his soaps.
He
He
did.
loved his soaps.
He did.
So, if he was around now, Phil, what was there? Is there kind of something that you wish you'd shared with him, or wish you'd said to him?
Gosh. I mean, there were so many times I wanted to talk to him properly, but it was always so difficult to get close to him. And that was the only person that I ever knew, really, that could have those conversations with him and take the piss out of him to a certain extent was Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny used to get away with murder, but I
He did. He did.
never muster up the courage to get that close to him, I don't think.
Oh, Phil.
Yeah, I mean, I worked with him for 30 years, but I didn't really get to know him.
Wow.
God, that's amazing. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You didn't spend much kind of one-on-one time
No.
with him.
No,
Yeah.
not really.
Yeah. Oh, that's really interesting.
Phil, one thing I remember about you is that you're just so super humble, and you're like the most professional person I know. There's no drama, no trouble. You don't get in anyone's face. You just come and you just do
Mellow.
to perfection, and then just quietly get on with your life. That's the way I see you. You're just so humble, and you've worked with some incredible people throughout your life, and you are a phenomenal guitar player. And George knew that, otherwise he wouldn't have kept calling you back. It's just
No, I guess not. No, it's stay out of the way was my Just
Is it
keep
still
that
your
way.
motto? Is it still your motto?
Not so much these days. I think I've
Have you turned into a gobshite now?
no, I'm still not one of them. But I must say, I'm enjoying living in Italy. It's
Wow.
because I can duck out of conversations and I have a good excuse. I don't understand.
Have you lived there now, Phil?
How long? It's 15 years now.
Oh my God, I didn't know you'd lived there that long. Well, so you must be pretty fluent in it. Oh, you are, but you're just selective.
Yeah, I'm selective. Yeah, that's when they start rabbiting, when they start really getting going, a dinner party or whatever, it's impossible.
Yeah.
I can't follow it.
You can't follow it. I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to sit this one out.
I just kind of switch off and chill, and let them get on with it and drink the wine.
Phil, if you had to choose like one of your favorite George Michael songs that you like, which one would it be? And also one maybe that you've played on. Do you have a favorite? Favorite era or a favorite album?
Oh, You Have Been Loved.
That's
a
yeah.
beautiful song.
Yeah, we do that. We do that one in the set. It's really hard to sing though because it brings up so many things, and I think it's also I think it's not only like George. It's just people in your life and everything. It's just the lyrically and melodically. It's just so sad.
Funnily enough, that's what our tour's going to be called.
What?
You have
been
loved.
Yeah.
It's the You Have Been Loved tour, which would have been announced by now.
Yeah, we're doing like a cathedral church tour. That's going to be in December, so we're looking forward to doing that.
Yeah,
be really nice.
I thought it'd be a really nice setting for what the tour is going to be about, and the sentiment behind it, because it's it's 10 years since we lost George, so it's we just thought having it in a church setting would just be so sort of spiritual. It's really quite spiritual when we sort of all sing together anyway, and with our storytelling when we segue into each song, but we've really got some phenomenal ideas for this show. Thanks, Phil. Thank you so much. What an amazing opportunity to speak to you and some incredible stories.
Great to see you all, babes.
You look
Great
amazing.
To see you, man.
You're good.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed that episode of Conversations with the George Michael Singers. We really hope you learned a little bit more about George Michael. Keep listening, keep following us. There's lots more to come.